Well, you know, it's only one fight they talking about, and that's Spence. Whenever you're ready, I'm here.
So they say that Errol Spence Jr. stock has dropped. Also, they say that he is now not favored to beat Terrence Crawford. It's funny how these odd makers and these betting dudes come out with this shit all prematurely, but I find it funny that now that he had a tough fight, his first, tough fight, now his stock has dropped. Now, if anything, Shawn Porter's stock has rose. However, leading up to this fight, Errol Spence had a lot of hype behind him. And then I guess they looking at it as, since he has so much hype, and so much momentum, and then he ran to Shawn Porter, a guy that, nobody really gave a chance to win. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember before the fight, hardly anybody was giving Shawn Porter any chance in hell to even, they were saying he was going to get knocked out. Like, they didn't give Shawn Porter a chance. After seeing that performance, seeing how Shawn Porter, a guy who took some losses already, performed against Juggernaut and Errol Spence, they see that now, like, hey, this dude might not could beat Crawford like that. Because Crawford never got no split decision wins. Crawford dominates his opponents. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe these odd makers dudes behind the scenes know a lot about boxing. Clearly they have to have these odds and to be betting and doing all this other shit, right? But did his stock drop? Did Errol Spence Jr.? I don't think so. I think his stock is somewhat intact. His fan base is really doing a good job of keeping Errol Spence stock intact. They're doing a good job of spinning narratives and doing things of that nature to really keep Errol Spence in somewhat the same light as he was, before. Before that, Errol Spence was a juggernaut. He was unbeatable. He almost had the Golovkin type of aura about him. But now that has been essentially shattered by Shawn Porter, now he's looking a little bit more vulnerable, and now his fans has come to protect him, and it's working. They're doing a good job. The Errol Spence Jr. fans are doing a real good job of, making them look good and keeping them, keeping them intact. I think he'll be all right in that regard. But let's say he does have this rematch with Shawn Porter, he goes out there and is another close, competitive, albeit controversial to some type of fight, then what? Y'all, I'm telling you, man, this is leading me to this, man. I've been telling you, it's best for Spence to fight Crawford now. Because the more he goes up in there and fights these dudes that's going to really, they just in a way fights, man. No disrespect to Shawn Porter, man. That's my dude, and he definitely deserves a rematch, man. He really do. But based off the way Errol Spence looked, man, I think that just is who he is as a fighter. Honestly, I don't really see him making too much. I don't see him making too many more improvements. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really who he is as a fighter. He may improve his defense and things of that nature, but I don't know. Derek James don't really seem like that type of coach. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see Errol Spence making too many adjustments in a rematch. It might be the same type of fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Errol Spence going on the back foot, being light on his feet, popping out jabs, you know what I'm saying, moving quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't see that. He could do that, but I don't think that's in his DNA. I think the Errol Spence that we've seen this past weekend that's who he is, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see how this shit plays out. Now, if he does go fight, like I said, go back and fight Shawn Porter again, and he has another close fight, I'm just like, dude, you lowering your fucking, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people going to really boast up Shawn Porter now. When really, real boxing fans know Shawn Porter always been that type of fight. He always been that dog. You know what I'm saying? But now that increases Shawn Porter's stock. So Errol Spence has to take that Terrence Crawford fight sooner than later, like I've been saying. And I think it'll be wise for Al Heyman and them to really consider that. Because if Errol Spence keeps going out here fighting these other guys, he's going to look more vulnerable and more vulnerable. He may not even be the same fighter by the time he fights Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He might not, he can be the A side all the fuck he wants. But that the A side don't stop you from getting your ass beat by the hungry. And you better believe Terrence Crawford is going to be pretty hungry by the time he gets back in that ring again. He's going to be hungry. He's going to be irritated. He's going to be ready to prove a point. Terrence Crawford is a fighter that's been trying seemingly fights like he's been proving himself his whole career. He at this point of his career, he's still fighting to prove himself. So it's going to be worse for Errol Spence, man. He needs to take that Crawford fight sooner than later, clean up this little mess with Sean Porter, get it done clean this time, get him out of there this time, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Then get in the Crawford fight. Because you go up in there with these Danny Garcias and all these other guys, these J-Rocks and shit, them dudes going to really chip away on him, man. But yeah, tell me what you guys think, man. The odds makers and the betting dudes got Errol Spence, his stock dropped, you know. He's no longer the betting favorite to beat Crawford. Tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.